Hello my friends, welcome to day 7 of this 14-day challenge. I really hope you're enjoying it so far. Please let me know how it's going for you in the comment section down below. If you are watching this on YouTube and you have not already checked out my online membership site, Tana Studio, I highly encourage you to check it out. I've poured so much love into that space, and if you're really looking to deepen your practice with me and find longer practices, that is the place to be. Okay, on to today's practice. I have kind of like a stretchy, fun, playful twisting flow for you. So we're going to move through quite a few active and passive twists. When you're ready, let's get started. We'll find a child's pose just to let the energy settle here. A nice way to ground, beginning our practice in this cocoon-like shape, resting your elbows and your forehead to the ground. Relax into the upper body. Relax into the facial features, the forehead, the neck, the shoulders, your lower back. And then invite a nice, long and relaxed breath in through the nose, breathing fully into the back of the heart. So really feel the ribcage expand as the air comes in. And then we open and let it all out through the mouth. And then with that out breath, tuck the chin to the chest, slowly roll forwards onto hands and knees, coming into a cat spine, tucking your toes under, push away from the ground as you lift up through the back of your heart. With the out breath, lift the hips up, cow pose. We reach the front body forwards. And then it's an exhale, round, push into the earth as you feel into space across shoulder blades, upper back, mid back, and lower back. Inhale, we go again. Exhale, round the spine. And again, arch. Feeling into expansion, openness through the front of the body. Exhale, round the body. And let's go for one more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. And exhale to round. With that out breath, keeping the toes tucked, we roll straight back and up into a downward facing dog. So making sure you have a nice stable foundation, spreading into your fingers, pushing down into the knuckles of your hands. Begin to walk out your shape, bending into one leg at a time. Continuing to find a steady rhythm to your breath that we want to really weave through the whole practice today. On your next in-breath, begin to lift the heels off the floor. Slowly and controlled, roll forwards to a high plank position. Push away from the ground. Feel the energy in the legs, the upper body, and your center. Drop the knees down. Supported chaturanga, we slowly lower. And then peel the heart right forwards and up, finding your high cobra pose. Lift the chest space. Exhale, soften. We go again, rising, reaching through front body, and then exhale, ripple down to the earth. One more time. Starting to feel the energy in the chest now as you firm into the bum. Open up your heart space, and then exhale, we soften down to the mat. With that out breath, you can take your time as you make your way back into a downward facing dog, reaching back through tailbone, pushing energetically into hands. One more time, lift the heels, roll forwards to a high plank pose. Now staying in your plank, we'll start to slowly find circles in your plank. So this might be quite challenging. You're also welcome to drop the knees to the floor here if this feels a bit too intense. We're looking for sensation in the wrists, so quite an active way to warm up the wrists. We are going to change directions here. Okay, and then with that out breath, drop the knees down to the mat. Supported chaturanga, lower the body down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Open up the front of the body. And then exhale, ripple down. Again, moving with breath. Feel the energy in the heart space. exhale to lower. One more round. Inhale, pushing hips into ground. And exhale, ripple down to the floor. Now tuck your toes under, squeezing elbows in towards the midline of the body. You can slowly push yourself up into a high plank pose. And then roll your hips back, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, land your right foot forward softly, low lunge. Take a breath in as you drive the hips down as much as you can. And then with that out breath, take a long pyramid pose as you melt over the right shin bone. Start to lift your left heel off the floor quite a bit. And then rock the body forwards back to your lunge, driving the heart forwards. On the out breath, take your long pyramid pose once again. Inhale, rock forwards. With the out breath, drop the left knee down to the ground and stretch your fingers long. Feel the energy travel up the spine, the arms, and the fingers. Listening carefully, take a twist to the right. Stretch the right arm back, left hand forwards. Take a twist to the other side. Left arm back and right arm forwards. We take a last twist to the right. Keep your left toes tucked here for support at the back. And then drop your right hand to meet your back left thigh and stretch your left arm up and over, finding a little bit more depth, a little bit more space. With the out breath, nice big movement, wide-legged fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. All right, we're gonna grab onto the left ankle with the right hand, if this is available to you. Drop the left hand either to the lower back, or maybe finding a bind, left hand meets the inner right thigh. Wherever you are, pulling your heart space closer to the left leg. All right, gently release. Swivel to face your left foot at the back of your space. Repeating that, lift the chest on the in-breath, low lunge. On the out-breath, we take a long pyramid pose. Elevate the right heel off of the earth. Inhale, rock forwards to your lunge, pulling the heart through. And then with the out-breath, take your long pyramid pose once again. Inhale, shift forwards, drop the right knee down, Anjayasana, arm stretch long. You're in your low lunge Anjayasana, pulling the frontal rib cage in towards the body. Take your twist to the left fingers behind you, and right fingers forwards. Twist to the other side, your legs stay as they are. A little bit of brain work here. Twist to the left side, left fingers back, right fingers forwards. We'll find that tipping back action now. So left hand meets the back right thigh, right arm stretches into the sky, finding some space. With the out breath, take your wide-legged fold, Prasarita, melt in between your legs, and then catch onto the right ankle with your left hand, right hand to the lower back or inner left thigh. We breathe. Push energetically into both feet. You are welcome to keep your knees slightly bent here. And with that exhale, release the bind wherever you are. Face the front of your space, low lunge. Plug into the hands, step it back into a downward facing dog. And then lift the heels off the floor. We slowly roll the body forwards. Chaturanga Dandasana, nice and controlled. Upward facing dog, thread the heart right through. Bend your knees and roll the hips back, downward facing dog. On the next breath, landing left foot through, low lunge. Repeating what we've just done, lift the chest on the in-breath. With the out-breath, we take our long pyramid pose. Plug into the front heel and then ripple the body through once again, finding your lunge, pulling the heart right through. One more time, hips pull back, long pyramid pose. And then see if you can really thread the breath through the movement. Inhale, lunge, rebend into the left leg. Sinking right knee to ground, arms rise, Anjayasana. Taking your twist to the left. keep the energy and the awareness in the arms as well as the lower body. Twist to the other side. And then twist to your left. All right, we're gonna tip back, stretching into right fingers, knitting the rib cage in. Find a moment of expansion, of play, of exploration. Lower both hands down to the floor. We take a wide-legged fold to the side of our space. Our left hand reaches for the right ankle bone. Anywhere on the leg is fine. Your right hand can be to your lower back, or finding a little hook here in your inner left thigh crease. With that out breath, release. Spinning over to face the back of your space, low lunge, inhale, one breath. Exhale, long pyramid pose. Hopefully feeling a little bit more open through the hamstrings now. Inhale, lunge, ripples through. And exhale, long pyramid pose. Inhale, find your lunge. Sink your left knee down to the mat and reach up through the arms. Stretching long through fingers, pushing into right heel. Take your twist to the right. Twist to the other direction. Twist for a last time to your right side. And then drop the right hand to meet the left thigh. Reach through your left fingers. But find that connection to your center as you find some expansion here. With your out breath, take your wide-legged fold, side of your space. Your right hand grabs onto the left ankle bone, left hand to inner right thigh or lower back. Hug the chest to the left leg and take a moment to explore this shape. All right, you're gonna gently let that go. Swivel to face your left foot, top of your space. We breathe in. And then we breathe out, downward facing dog. Left foot meets the right foot. Right away, we rise onto the balls of the feet, lifting heels, rock forwards, plank, chaturanga, cruising through your flow with awareness, lifting the heart, and then rolling the hips back, downward facing dog. Nice, guys. All right. On your next breath, stretch your right toes into the sky. Find your three-legged. And then with the out breath, you can pull the knee to the right elbow, moving slow with control, listening carefully. Pull the knee to the left elbow, opposite side. And then sweep your toes back, three-legged dog. Radiate through your right toes. Softly land in between your hands, just as we have been doing. Come into your low lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, long pyramid pose. Finding that slow and steady rhythm in the movement and in the breath. Rock forwards again to your lunge. Exhale, long pyramid pose, take it back. All right, listen carefully. Rebend into the right leg, adding some variation. Shift forwards onto the right foot. Half lift, half split. So you can keep your fingertips connected to the floor here. And then point into your left toes here at the back. With the out breath, we pull the knee into the nose and round through the spine. And then we take the leg back, reaching through the tip of your skull. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose. Again, we take the toes back, we lift the chest, and then we round everything inwards. Inhale, take the toes back. Exhale, squeeze it into the chest, hold, listening carefully. We rise all the way up now into a one-legged mountain pose. Don't worry if you wobble and if you're falling, all good in the hood. Okay, just finding some play. We're gonna cross the left foot over the right foot, crisscross fold, bow over both legs. You can keep a micro bend into the knees, and then make your way into your hamstring and outer thigh stretch. With that out breath, lift your gaze, plug into your left foot a lot and reach your right toes back. Twisted moon, Left hand is stretching up and your right fingers can be on the floor or maybe hovering off the floor here. If you feel ready for a bind and you would like to go there, you're welcome to catch onto the right foot with the left hand. This is optional, of course. We take another breath. Wherever you are, slowly land the right toes down to the ground. Come into a twisted lunge. Okay, a bit of a tricky transition, stretching left arm back, right arm forwards. Breathe in. And then breathe out, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the other side, stretching left arm back, right arm forwards, tip back. As you reach up through the right fingers, find that beautiful opening. With the out breath, you know where we're going. Take your wide-legged fold. In between your legs, left hand catches onto the right ankle, finding your bind or placing the right hand to the lower back. Pulling heart space to right thigh muscle. Grounding into the edges of your feet here. Let the breath really do the work. Gently release the bind. Travel to the back of your space, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, long pyramid pose. Inhale, ripple through to your lunge. Once again, guiding the heart forwards. And then exhale, long pyramid pose. Inhale, find your lunge. Drop the left knee down and stretch your fingers long, Anjayasana. Take your twist to the right. Breathe in. And then twist to the left. Left fingers stretch behind you. We'll take a last twist to the right. Right fingers back and left fingers forwards. Tip back. Firm around the glutes. And hugging your lower belly in, finding that connection to your center. Take your wide-legged fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Right hand grabs onto the left ankle and left hand maybe finds that inner thigh or lower back. Okay, when you're ready, travel to the front of your space, meeting your left foot, and then sink your right knee down to the ground. Take a half split with a twist, so your right fingers are grounded and you can reach your left arm long, pulling your left toes towards you. All right, on your next in-breath, you're going to shift forwards onto the left foot. Stay in your twist, lift your right knee off the floor. Flip your dog, left foot pulls over to the side, lift the hips and the heart space. Take a slow and conscious moment to feel into this shape, noticing how much more supported you can feel when you fire up the glutes, when you really push away from the floor through the right hand and the feet. And then slowly lower the hips. Left hand meets the ground. You can pull the left knee to the left elbow. And then we land in our pigeon pose. So drop that shin down. Continuing to play with our twist. Stretch the right arm up to the sky on the in-breath. With the out-breath, we thread this arm underneath the left and drop the right cheek and right shoulder to the floor. This is optional. If you are feeling for a more active pigeon, you're welcome to find a longer spine. You do not need to make your way all the way into a twist or a fold. Just feeling into those spaces that feel supportive and nourishing for you right now. Let's take one more breath here. On your next in-breath, begin to peel yourself all the way back up. Swing your right leg all the way forwards. All right, we're gonna keep this right leg straight. Your left knee stays bent. And then we plug the right hand into the inner left thigh and lean all the way over towards the right foot in the direction of the foot. Whether or not you catch onto the foot does not matter. But try to keep your hips glued into the floor. We're looking for a beautiful side body opening. Really maintaining that thoracic mobility and openness here through the side body. This will really help you open up the breath as well. All right, we're gonna make our way back up. You can land the left hand behind you and find a slight lift through the hips as you reach up through the hips and the heart space. With the out breath, land your hips down to the floor. All right, we're gonna meet in a Malasana squat at the front now, heels in, toes out. Guide your hands together at the chest. Push energetically into the heels or into the feet. With the out breath, fold forwards. Walk your toes closer together until they're about hip distance apart. Begin to roll yourself all the way up to standing. High mountain pose on the in-breath. We rise and lift out of the waistband. On the out-breath, you can bend your knees and cactus the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. We melt over the thigh bones. Using the breath to be your guide, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Finding your flow in your own way, in your own flavor. Lift the chest space. Bend the knees or not, take the hips back, downward facing dog. Ground into the feet and into the fingerprints, fully sinking into the floor, into the moment. Stretch your left toes back, finding your three-legged dog. And then with the out breath, pull the knee to the left elbow. Pull the knee to the right elbow, other side. And then take your leg back, radiate through the left toes, three-legged. Land lightly in between your hands, low lunge. We take one breath in here. On the out breath, long pyramid pose. Inhale, rock the body through once again, finding your lunge. One more time, take the hips back, spread into all toes as you melt over the left shin bone. Rock forwards to a lunge. Now shift onto the left foot, half lift, half splits. Fingers are connected to the floor. We point into the back toes. And then on the out breath, pull the knee into the nose. Take the toes back again. Exhale, round. Squeeze everything in. Inhale, stretch back into the toes. And exhale, hug it all in. Inhale, take the leg back, lift the heart space. And then hug everything in a nice little contracted shape. Hold. Slowly begin to peel the right knee into the body. You might wobble a little bit, embracing the challenge, embracing the moment. Crisscross fold over your left foot. Bow over both legs. Slight bend into the knees. Find some space. And then visualize this in your mind's eye. Sweep your left toes back, finding your twisted moon. Your left fingers can be grounded, your right arm stretching long. If you played with a bind here on the other side, you can slowly play with that. Maybe catching onto the foot with the right hand. Holding and feeling into that challenge. All right, wherever you are, you're gonna very slowly drop the toes down to the floor. We'll meet in a twisted lunge, stretching the right arm back and the left hand forwards. Breathe. Twist in the other direction, left fingers back, right fingers forwards. And then twist for a last time to your right side. We tip back, feeling a little bit more familiar with these transitions. Now reach up and away out of the waist. Take your wide-legged fold. Side of your space, catching onto the left ankle with the right hand. Find your twisted bind. Releasing your bind. Travel to the left foot, back of your space. Breathe in, pull the heart through in between the gates of the shoulders. And then with the out breath, we take the hips back in space, long pyramid pose. Inhale, rock the body through to your lunge. And exhale one more time, take the hips back. Inhale, finding your lunge, sink your right knee down, Anjayasana, stretching into arms. Relaxing into energy, take a twist to your left. And then twist to your right side, right fingers back, left fingers forwards. Twist to the left once again. Finding your tip back action, left hand meets the back thigh, firm around the glutes as you reach through your right fingertips. With your out breath, take your wide-legged fold, side of your mat, make your way there. Left hand reaches for the right ankle or right calf, anywhere on the leg. Take a moment as you pull your heart closer to the right thigh. What is your breath doing now? Can you steady the breath? Can you steady the energy? Release the foot, travel to the front of your space. Sink your left knee down to the ground and take a half split with a twist. So left fingers to the mat, reach through your right arm. Keep leaning this right shoulder up and back as you find full flexion through the right foot. Staying in this twist, rebend into the right leg, plug the left hand into the floor. We find an easy twist now. So keep reaching into the right fingers, and then when you're ready, flip your dog. Taking about 3 breaths to explore and not rush. Never rushing any movement, transition, or breath. Lower the hips. Right hand meets the ground, squeeze the right knee to the right elbow, and then land the shin lightly to the floor. Pigeon pose. All right, we're gonna find our twisted pigeon if you took that on the first side. Walking right fingers forward, stretching left arm up. And then with the out breath, finding your twist. Maybe dropping the left cheek and the left shoulder down. Making sure that your right foot stays flexed. We feel into a sense of space across the outer thigh. And maybe upper back a little bit too. Letting the breath gradually begin to steady and slow. Okay, on your next in-breath, wherever you are, just make your way back up with the help of your hands, and then swing your left foot all the way forwards. Your right knee stays bent, your left leg stays straight. Try to keep this left foot flexed. Your left hand presses into the inner right thigh, and then you take your side body opening. Finding a lot of space in our side body here today, really important for posture, for breath, and general thoracic mobility. Take one more round. Okay, with that out breath, you can begin to gently peel yourself up. Right hand meets the space behind you, lift the hips. Radiate through the left fingers and open yourself up. And then lightly land both hips down to the ground. Okay, very nice. Let's plug the feet into the floor, keeping your knees bent, roll the body down. Softening head and shoulders down to the floor. You can reach both legs into the air, arms into the air, start to circle the wrists and the ankles out in one direction. And then changing the directions of the circles. Gently begin to cross the right foot over the left thigh. Find your figure 4 stretch. You can weave the hands in between your left thigh and pull the left thigh closer towards you. Have your lower back connected to the floor. Let everything slow down. And very slowly change the cross of your legs, left foot over right thigh. Weaving hands in between right thigh, grabbing onto the shin or the thigh muscle. hugging the leg package closer into the heart. Let everything begin to slow. Notice where your awareness is right now. And if your thoughts are drifting somewhere else in these slower moments, just gently guide the awareness back into the body, into the sensations of your body. Release the interlace of the hands, uncross your legs and hug both knees in towards the chest space. Pull yourself into a tight little cozy ball, breathing fully in. And then with the out breath, let everything go. Find your Savasana. I would usually end with a twist before Savasana, but we've definitely done enough twisting today. So you can have your palms facing the sky here, making sure that you're warm enough, comfortable enough. If you've come this far, I encourage you to stay for these 2 to 3 minutes and really just allow your body to sink into the floor as you marinate in your practice. Shavasana can sometimes be a really beautiful, blissful experience. And other times we just become abundantly aware of our racing thoughts. I suppose the challenge is trying not to judge your experience, labeling it a good or bad Shavasana, but just being with wherever you are, wherever your thoughts and feelings are at, being able to observe your experience from a higher perspective. Begin to deepen your breathing. And feeling into the contact that you have with the earth right now. The contact that you have with yourself. And you can begin to notice any sounds, smells around you. sensations, and slowly coming back into the body with some movement in the toes and the fingers, taking as much time as you need to come back. You're welcome to reach the hands behind you, coming into a nice full body stretch. And then gently pull both knees in towards the body. Cross your right foot over your left foot. And gently, if you feel ready, you can rock yourself up into a cross-legged seat. To close, let's rest the hands on the heart space, sitting up nice and tall and dropping the energy into the heart, taking a conscious breath here together through the nose. And then opening and releasing through the mouth. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the practice. Let me know how you went, how you found it. I would love to hear. And if you're still in Savasana, then please stay a little while longer.